Fix what? Your hair? My hair. What? Look at yourself. It's fine. No, your head goes off. What? Your head is fine. You're going back on it.
Have you heard from John Mazzacott?
I haven't. No. Here it comes, Phil.
Does it look like we're gonna have a quorum, Pam?
It does. Yeah. Oh.
Is our applicant here?
Yes. Yep. So whenever you're ready, I'm good on my end.
Okay. I suppose we can be a couple of seconds early.
Oh, is it early?
Just a fraction. No,
Yeah,
oh, well,
no.
my computer says 7. Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is the Town of Winchester Zoning Board of Appeals regular meeting for Tuesday, November 24th, 2020, convening at 7 p.m. on the Zoom platform. Present tonight are myself, Philip Allen, seated members John Pollock, Aubrey English, Hal Wilkes, John Mazzacott, and alternates Paul Marino and Dave Carter. For anyone who is unaware of our regular procedure, an application to our board requires 4 votes in affirmative. Our motions are all put in the affirmative, and you must have 4 positive votes rather than a simple majority in order for the application to be approved. We will announce the hearing by calling the application number. And then the applicant has the opportunity to present their project to the board. Then the board is free to ask questions of the applicant. And when that period is over, we open the hearing to comment or any questions or comments from the public who may be attending. Once that's over, the applicant has the last word, as it were. Once that's complete, we close the public hearing. Then the board can discuss the application to whatever degree it needs to do, but does not take any further testimony. And then we read the motion and vote. If you do have questions or comments about the application, please direct them to me and not to the applicant or another board member who happens to be speaking. And I guess that's all we have to cover. Yes. Okay. So
You see, he got that letter before we got permission.
we're calling now ZBA application 20-5256 of variance located at 180 West Road Applicant is Mitchell Restoration to convert a deck to a covered porch. And is that Mr. Mitchell? You can unmute if you like.
Let me send him a prompt.
Okay.
There, oops, sorry. Hold on.
You have to unsquelch your mic, Paul.
Yeah, hold on, Paul, let me.
There you go.
Okay, is that better?
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay.
So please go ahead and present your project.
Okay, this project is to convert an existing deck into a small breezeway porch for the owners. She needs a dry space to get into her home. She had an injury a while back, a brain injury, so she's concerned about her balance. That's the main reason for the porch. So she'd like an area to be able to take off her shoes and get into her house safely. That's the main reason to do the job. It's a small porch. I'm not sure what else I could really say about the project.
Do you happen to know what impact the project has on lot coverage and impermeable surfaces coverage?
It should say on the drawing provided, but it has 0 impact and it falls below the allotted use.
Okay, I didn't see this copy of the plan. Thank you.
John had updated the plan. So you'll see that they are proposing to get rid of some of the driveway in order to keep the impervious surface within the zoning regulations.
To add to that area of the driveway is already gone. It was naturally just taken over by grass and whatnot. So that's why he included that. The driveway, that section is no longer there. So the driveway is in fact smaller than it was.
So the breezeway is 6 feet 8 by 12. Is that the right numbers we're looking at here?
Correct.
And what is the deck currently?
It's within inches of that. The deck currently is around 12 feet and around 6 to 7 feet from the house. It's a very similar size. So it's a very small change to the property, for the exception that'll add. And we're also using period correct materials, clapboard siding. It's going to be done in a tasteful manner. Douglas fir floor. The house is like an old schoolhouse looking, so we're building it to remain looking like it's perhaps been always there. That's one goal of the project as well.
Any other questions of the applicant?
Just so I understand here, the proposed porch is going to be over that wooden landing there, because I'm seeing an updated map there from earlier there. So just wanted to clarify that's where it's going to be.
Yes, the landing that's there will in fact be converted into the porch, the same size.
Okay.
As you can see on these proposed plans.
Any further questions from the board? You need to unmute, John.
Oh, I went up there and made a visit and saw the property, and I don't see any problems with this enclosed porch or whatever you would call it. I think we should allow it.
Anything further?
You just want to make sure you open it for anyone who might be here
I
to,
will do.
okay, sorry.
With no other comments from the board, we will open it to public comment.
And everyone has the ability to unmute themselves if they're so inclined.
Mr. Mandel, would you like to speak to this application? Okay, thank you. Well, there being no public comment on this application, we will.
Oh, Kelly, you're muted.
He's not doing anything. He's
Do we
muted.
have any further discussion on the board? Or actually, I close the public hearing, and we will now discuss the motion among the board.
I would just back what John said too. I don't see any other problem here with granting this project. I don't see why there should be any reason to prolong it or anything.
I agree.
In that case, do you want to let me screen share? I have the motion up for me.
I just pulled it up too. If
Oh,
you
okay.
want it.
So we have a motion to approve variance application number 20-5256 to provide relief from section 2.f.b.ii for a 6-foot side yard setback variance and for a 24-foot front yard setback variance for the purposes of building a 12-foot by 6-foot 8-inch addition with associated stone step as per the drawings submitted for the property located at 108 West Road. So made. May we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor of the motion signify by aye.
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 All opposed? I'll abstain. The motion carries. You have your project, sir.
Hey, thank you very much, guys. You have a good night. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too.
Thank you.
Take care.
So with the two other items on the agenda that have been withdrawn, we just pass over.
No, one is withdrawn. Let's just do it one at a time so that.
Okay. So Zoning Board of Appeals application 20-5257 for a special exception at 408 East Wakefield Boulevard has been withdrawn.
Is requesting a continuance pending wetlands approval.
Okay. So do I need to open this or do we just hold it?
Just continue it.
Okay. So
No, you can't.
I move that we continue this application to our next agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? All abstain. Thank you very much. And lastly, ZBA application 20-5258 for a special exception located at 504 East Wakefield Boulevard.
That one is being withdrawn, but they're going to resubmit in time for the December meeting. It was advertised. The legal ad only mentioned the second floor above the Dave Carter lost his feed. The legal ad only mentioned the second floor being proposed for the main dwelling. The applicant does intend to seek approval for a second floor above the detached garage, which would be allowed through a special exception. But just to be err on the side of caution, and because they too need wetlands approval, we're going to re-advertise it and he'll come back with a new number. So I would ask that you hold on to your site plan because I don't believe that's changing. But we'll give you whatever package material, or whatever additional materials that might come down on this.
So to stay informed, what should we properly do in terms of?
I mean, you know how the applicants win, it's just going to be a change, and I'm not even sure if his applications gonna change as much as the legal ad is gonna change. If you would just keep your documents as a courtesy to him for next meeting.
Okay, do we
Um,
need to formally continue this, or is it
No,
really
nope.
off our agenda completely?
It's off your agenda completely.
Okay. All righty, so we'll all keep our packet material on this one, except Mr. Mazzacott, you can let yours go.
Well, thank you.
Any old business, please? Hearing none, we will move to approval of minutes for October 27th, 2020. Are there any corrections of fact? Hearing none, a motion to approve the agenda? The
So moved.
minutes, excuse me?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Any correspondence?
No, no,
Any other business?
no, no. No, I was just gonna say that I'm gonna send you, you folks, clear the Connecticut land use educate, the training branch for land use folks and boards has Zoom, their development. So I'm gonna coordinate that and start bombarding you with that. So, you know, because that's an easy way of freshening up on case law, you know, pending. So I'll be doing that too. So look for that email from me.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any discussion with our zoning enforcement officer?
No, I am acting zoning enforcement officer in Mark's absence. We do have some development, you know, if you've read the paper. We have a couple new restaurants. We have Duncan coming in for an informal discussion with planning and zoning at their first December meeting. They're looking to move over to Primo and the first two houses. There's a restaurant that will be opening between Fred Richards Jewelers and Ella Marino's Law Office. That's going to be the Railway Cafe. She had her business in Canaan. There's going to be another restaurant. I think it's already open, Lee's All-American Diner, that is occupying the former Louis Diner. And then there's Chicken and Pie. That's what it's called. It's a local resident who had she had at least two restaurants down in Florida, and that's what her restaurant's called, Chicken and Pie. So it's and then just as a reminder that this is Mr. Mascotti's last meeting.
Oh, what's gonna happen to him?
Let's ask him.
Are you going to Disney World?
Oh, no.
We're gonna miss
Just
you,
kind
Jeff.
of gotta relax a little bit. That's it.
Oh,
That's
too
good.
bad.
Well, we will miss you.
You'll be having a good man be gone.
Oh, I'll
Miss
still
very
be
much.
around. Don't worry.
Well, that's good, but we'll miss you here. And I don't expect you'll be spending your free time checking in because you miss us.
I'll stop in now and then.
All right. Well, then we can have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hal
Happy
already voted.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone too.
Yeah, everybody.
Have a
Good
good
night.
one. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
See you next month.
Good night.